Monkey Man is the new action movie that is in theaters right now. Chester wanted to be in this review for a second. He wanted to make a cameo. So yeah, it is the new action film in theaters right now. It stars Dev Patel. It is directed by Dev Patel, and he has a story credit on it as well. So yeah, it's basically just the new Dev Patel movie. And this movie is about a guy who he is seeking vengeance for something that has happened in his life. I'm not going to say what it is because, frankly, the synopsis on IMDb, the trailer for this movie, is giving away way too much story, especially considering how throughout the movie it's making it out like this mystery. You don't actually find out why he's so vengeful, really, until an hour into this 2-hour-long movie. I will say I guessed it. I was 100% correct. And I had not seen any trailers for this, so that was really interesting. The fact that it is this mystery and it's all in the trailers. I will say this as well. The trailers are very misleading because the trailers are making this look like this is nonstop action. There's basically 2 big action sequences in this movie. There's a couple other fights, like fist fights, like in a ring kind of thing. That's really about it. This is just as much a kind of like drama, trying to discover who you are. Is that a bug on my wall? No. Trying to discover who you are kind of movie than it is action. Some people have been saying that it's John Wick. While I see some similarities there, the black suit, the, colors and such like that, this is not a John Wick movie. Not by any means. It references John Wick at one point, but it's not a John Wick movie. I honestly would maybe, if I'm going to compare this to another action franchise, I would say it's closer to Bourne, especially in the sense of how the action is filmed, because holy cow is there shaky cam in this. And it's unfortunate because it's not the chop edit shaky cam. It looks like Dev Patel did do a lot of this. It sounds like he injured himself a lot while making this. It sounds like there was infections while he was doing this. So I don't get it because it looks like the choreography is there. So why the shaky cam is there, I am unsure. It could just be the fact that this is his directorial debut. It is a strong directorial debut, but maybe he just doesn't quite know how to film action sequences yet. Because, yeah, there's just some really bad shaky cam that I just couldn't even really 100% tell what was going on. So that was disappointing when it did come to this. I will say, though, the action sequences are fun. They are bloody. There is lots of blood that is splattered throughout this. There is also some really cool kind of culture stuff throughout this movie that I enjoyed. There is also, I don't want to spoil too much, but there is trans characters in this movie that are used to good effect. I lost my train of thought because that happened. So yeah, there is some solid things in this movie. But this right here that they're showing, this is all towards the end of the movie. So again, I don't really recommend watching any of these trailers because it is spoiling a lot of stuff. You're getting all the good stuff in the trailers. So I recommend going into this one cold. If you have seen the trailer, I apologize. Keep in mind, that is not the movie you're about to see. Because it's just not. There is a lot of character in this. There's a lot of, like I said, culture in this. The movie just also is way too long. This would have been a really good hour and a half long. There's a couple beats that just kind of seem to go on and on. And it didn't feel necessary. It just could have been chopped down a good, at least 15 minutes. This movie would have been better if it was an hour 45. But this movie's just too long. The shaky cam drove me nuts. Again, it wasn't terrible. It wasn't like I don't love the Bourne franchise as much as some people do, but it's not that bad. but it's bad. What else can I say about this movie? Yeah, I guess the pacing, the runtime, and the shaky cam is really what has stopped me from loving this movie. Yeah, there are some fun action sequences, but there's really only two. When you really think about the movie, there's really only two action sequences. There's a lot of other stuff here. Another thing I do like about this, like I said, there's basically two action sequences. The first one, he is very beginner. He's very amateur. And I did kind of like seeing that. And when you see some of the things he's doing, it's like, that was your plan? And it's clear that, he was thinking the vengeance more than the actual plan. When you see the movie, it's like, that was your plan. That was your master plan to get revenge. You could have thought that out a little bit better and been a little bit more prepared. So yeah. The other thing I want to mention too, this movie's called Monkey Man. The trailers do show a monkey mask. It is in the movie, but it's almost like not really part of the actual main plot. It's just kind of this side thing that he does to make money. So I found it kind of weird that it was called Monkey Man, when it's really not featured all that much in the movie. I did find that interesting too. Yeah, overall, this was an enjoyable movie. It's not going to be an action movie I go back to see a lot. I'm not buying this one on Blu-ray, but it was an enjoyable time, I would say. Good for you, Jordan Peele, for making sure this didn't end up on Netflix, because this isn't a Netflix movie. This is better than a Netflix movie. It's still not an incredible movie. An amazing directorial debut from Dev Patel. Dev Patel, brilliant. I can't wait to see what this guy does next, because this is phenomenal. Phenomenal directing for a first-time director. Like I said, the shaky cam is probably because he doesn't necessarily know how to film action and such like that. But I see it. I could see him being able to make a really good action sequences once he learns a bit more and such. So yeah, all the right stuff is here. I just didn't fully love it as much as I wanted to. Once again, I'm giving out this number. I've been giving this number out a lot lately. It's going to be a 7 out of 10 for me. Not bad, just not amazing. Like a lot of people have been talking about it. Excuse me. Being. It's not quite as fantastic as everyone thought it was going to be, in my opinion. But tell me what you guys think. Am I crazy here? Because I feel like, the critics score and everything is a lot higher than what I'm kind of saying it is. So maybe I'm crazy. So yeah, guys, that is my review of Monkey Man. Please tell me what you guys thought. Do all that fun stuff. And yeah, we'll see you guys soon. I'll talk to you guys next time. And hey, don't do anything that I wouldn't do.